You've probably noticed that the bonus episodes this month have been about getting started, and about my career a little bit and how I got into some of the different areas. And I thought I would stop this one with, using your experiences. And you've heard me say a lot about just get started. That's one of the mantras I always have is let's just get started. But you know what? If you don't get started, if you want to kind of create something, create a career path or create a way of going about things, you may want to think about it from using your experiences. So a lot of people, they ask me how you go from trucking to the art. Well, a lot of my art is on the trucking industry. A lot of people go, how do you go become an author by, being a truck driver before? Well, a lot of my articles and my writing for customers is on the trucking industry. And then, now it's podcasts, right? How do you, how come you have a podcast? I have this one on creative entrepreneurs because I like to help people, and I'm a creative entrepreneur. So here's how I did it. And hopefully it's going to help you do it, and help you create your own career. And so people. And my other one is on the trucking industry, my other podcast. So I was able to use that experience to help the future. And it's the same with the television show. People go, how can we start a show about youth, inspiring youth? Well, it comes back from my past, right? Back when I was in high school, nobody showed me the way that you can become all of these different careers I'm doing today. I found them all by accident, and so now I'm trying to help other people by showing them, here's the path that I took. You can try this. And they don't teach you a lot of this stuff in school. I hate to say that. I'm not bad on education. I actually am very pro-education. I learn every day. I just don't think it has to be done within the four walls of a school. And I learn from podcasts. I learn from videos. I learn from other people. I learn from networking. I learn from reading. I learn from writing. I learn from just doing it. And a lot of times that's the best way to learn for me. So don't be afraid to use your past experiences. And I find a lot of people are trying to start new things, a lot of times because they're focused on the money and they're trying to figure out, how can I make most money? Well, you know what? That may make you more money by doing it the way that I've done it. But I've got a very rewarding life, and we've got everything we eat. I eat well. So, feel free to use those past experiences. That may be the thing that sets you apart. And I explained this. I was doing a presentation one time to a networking group, and I was talking about how you set yourself apart from the future, or from your competition. And we have another artist in the area, and both of us know each other. We're both in the trucking industry. We're both cartoonists. And so we sat up, one time we did a trucking show, trade show together, and we were set up booth next to each other. Now, most artists would go, well, geez, I don't want to be in a booth right next to him. We're the only two artists here, and we're in booth set by set. But at the end of the day, when you look at the differences, we actually complement each other, but we actually don't hurt each other. So here's what happens. This other artist, he's been in the trucking industry forever. Amazing artist. I love his art. It's Tramp. He's a great guy. But Tramp is a pinstriper. Okay, so he used to do the pinstriping on trucks and got beautiful brush strokes and all that. That's his claim to fame, if you will. And he also does these amazing cartoons, which I love. It's a style I keep working towards, actually. I just admire his work so much. But then when you come to my booth, and I've got trucking cartoons out, my cartoons I used to drive. So when you look at my cartoon work, it's on the life of the driver. It's not so much just on the trucks, although I like drawing the trucks as well. But mine's mostly on the life of the driver. So you have somebody whose focus, his cartoons are on trucks, and my cartoon are on the lifestyle of the driver. And separating those now gives somebody the two options. If they want cartoons just on trucks, then Tramp's your guy. If you want cartoons on the lifestyle of a driver for communications, then I'm probably the person to help you. So you can set yourself apart just by using your experiences. So don't be afraid to use your past. It actually might be the thing that propels you into the future. Thanks for watching.